Alright, hey everyone, Wonderbots here, and welcome to Jet Lancer. It is, if you ever have seen Luftrausers, this is that, but anime, sci-fi, and ridiculous. It looks like they took a lot of elements from proper shmups and brought them into this as well, so like...
It looked like bullet hells to me.
It very bullet helly, but big mecha and some other things, it looked nuts. And I'd never heard of this game before, and I was just checking one of my PR sites, and it was just like, hey, you want a Jet Lancer key? And I was just like, hell yeah! So let's dive right into this. Let's see. Now, oh, interesting. I only have options between normal and New Game Plus, and I can't do that, so dive right in.
Oh, you're starting the engine?
Hell yeah.
Oh, so this is a 3D model?
Yeah. It's a 3D model with a filter. Oh, that is so Luftrausers. It's a 3D model run through a pixel filter.
So everything looks like it's 2D even though it's 3D.
Yep. It's a nice style. People have been pioneering it hard lately. Dead Cells, Kingdom even, and a couple others like that. Okay, so I got a booster with a limited amount of ammo. There we go. Just gotta make sure I don't overheat. Not sure what happens when I do. Okay, go to the last waypoint.
Oh, I see. So that's the little objective designation tab. I was wondering how you knew where to navigate yourself. Destroy enemies.
So I can shoot, and I have a rocket. Looks like the rockets are on a cooldown, though. Woohoo! This is going to be kind of neat. I know there's an upgrade system, too, or at least a mild customization system. I'm looking forward to it.
I don't know if it's because of the changing horizon or something, and the camera refocusing itself, but I'm noticing that... Are you getting a little bit motion sick? At all?
Not in this case, no.
You're also the one at the controls, so that might be the difference.
It's a little weird, yeah.
Victory! Oh, do a barrel roll.
A time bonus. That worked out.
Flushing coolant. Depressurizing cockpit. Rebooting digital displays. Can you hear me, Ash?
Oh, it's a guy.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I guess. Can you hear me, Ash?
Is that the commander?
Yeah.
That's referring to... Okay, so the Ash is the character then. Loud and clear, Captain. This new jet is a beauty. It took a minute to get used to the interface, but wow, I've never flown anything like it.
Glad you like it. It's all we could afford after the last mission. Guy who sold it to me couldn't wait to get rid of it.
A beast like this? Why was he in such a hurry to sell?
Supposedly it was a government prototype that never made it into production. Claimed it was because the AI was haunted, but I'm sure it was just bureaucratic red tape.
It explains why it kept scanning for eutrophic threats. Hey, why does the instrument panel say limiter on? You trying to hold me back? I don't do limits.
Don't touch that setting. Like I said, that thing's a prototype. It's unstable. Limiter's the only thing keeping it from tearing itself apart.
So turning it off would probably kill me.
Yes.
Got it. Lead with that next time. So, what's on the menu today?
Nothing too fancy. First Space Bureau are having a planned military satellite deorbit operation soon. Crash site will be swarmed with all kinds of scavengers and sky pirates looking for debris. Debris. Gotta remind myself before it's buried under the sea.
They want me to scare some rats off a pile of space garbage. What's next? A pizza delivery contract?
Have you forgotten about your last week's contract with the HMS Vanguard?
Oh. You mean when I single-handedly saved it from that Sky Pirate raiding party?
HMS Vanguard. Local merc to... Blame.
Oh, so... Did she fail that one? If
Might
she's
have
the
sunk
local
it.
merc? Yep.
Referring to the part where a couple of your low-altitude maneuvers sent your plane and two Sky Pirate jets careening into the deck. We, and by we I mean you, are still on the hook for 350 million credits, and the government isn't a very generous creditor.
So, why are we taking these nickel and dime jobs then? A couple of real contracts could pay that off in no time.
As much as I'd love to put you in mortal danger right now and let our insurance policy cover things, carrier doesn't have a hover drive. Without a hover drive, we're stuck taking whatever jobs are offered here in the sheltered sea.
I'm sick of being trapped in this stupid kiddie pool. But fine, whatever. A job's a job, I guess.
That's the spirit. Now get back to the bridge. We have some navigation to do before we get to the before we'll get to the crash site.
Roger that. This job may be literal garbage, but at least it's a good excuse to see what this new bird is capable of.
I like it how we've more or less just established she has the same voices on her, and the captain is cross.
I mean, I usually, for a main protagonist, I try to do a slight flare off of my normal voice. So
yeah.
Because I know that they're the ones that are going to be talking most.
Who's driving this thing? Let me in. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we're good. Who's driving this boat? Everyone on this ship is a drunk jerk. First Space Bureau will start deorbiting operation any second now. And they definitely don't want any of their military-grade equipment to end up in the wrong hands. You gotta keep those scavengers busy until all satellite parts will submerge into unreachable depths. Looks like the pirates really want you dead. They brought out a heavy armored ship. You have guided rockets for situations like this. Use them. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Enemy fighter squadron incoming. You can charge up rocket swarm to avoid getting cornered.
Oh, yep. There's the enemy coming in. Whoa!
I don't need to use my gun. Okay, 2 out of 3 incoming.
So are you just using your homing missiles?
Mostly. Not fully, but yeah. They're kind of insane.
Oh, you need to go back.
I'm aware.
Letting them come to you.
Yep.
I like the color palette.
Easier to joust. There we go. Well, that was easy.
Victory! And you got A rank? Unless...
Nah.
Yeah, A rank.
Just wait. Oh.
Yeah, just
I
A.
guess I was too slow. Interesting, I spent too much time. That's okay. Eavesdropping. Hack 2 radio towers. Sky pirate attacks have been on the rise around here lately. The Federation wants to know why. Pirates are relaying their communications through a series of towers along the coast. If you can get close enough, we should be able to crack their encryption and learn what they're doing here. Alright, Ash, nothing fancy. Just keep your jet near each tower until I finish making a connection. Then move on to the next one.
I know how to hack comms tower, Captain. Oh, I know how to hack a comms tower. I'm not an idiot.
And I'm not made out of money, so try not to cause any of your usual collateral damage, okay?
Okay, Mom. That's funny. Whenever I see like colloquialisms that shorten words like comms, I always think of the full word communication, and so sometimes that trips me up. Now, oh, what was that? Someone else is homing?
It was an air mine?
Now, isn't your objective supposed to be to stay within the comms tower area of effect?
Yep.
For how much time?
Long enough. Really hard.
Oh, yeah, something. Oh, you must have defused whatever it was. Yeah,
Ow.
so you have to shoot down other homing missiles. Is there any way to
Or
regain
avoid them.
health?
I don't think so. Trying really hard on this staying within range thing.
Uh-oh, that one right there.
Fun.
Oh, you just shot around it.
Yep. I'm trying to use the afterburners to... Yeah, because I think the enemies are infinite. No, dang it.
Oh.
Okay, let's try this one again. Yeah, it's just tough because there was infinite amounts of dudes. Oh, there it is in the top left. Okay,
How
so
long
it
you
does.
have to be within
Yeah,
the
I was
comm
trying to
range?
find, trying to spot that, but it's also hard to do that while avoiding everything.
Hey, at least you can hover in one spot.
Yep.
Target hacked. You're just bouncing around.
Yep. I'm trying very hard not to get hit here while hanging out within range. Got it.
That was it.
That was kind of hard.
But that was it.
It was? Okay.
So you got a lower ranking because you failed the one time?
I have no idea,
Or
honestly.
it doesn't count that? Oh, Colonel Hardaway.
I was thinking, my name is Colonel Hardaway. I've been tasked with managing the cleanup of today's deorbit. Scavengers buzzing around the satellite wreckages weren't the only pirates in the area. A band of sky pirates has been spotted near Jerriman's Landing. Could use another pilot to assist in keeping the area clean. Should be an easy paycheck for you, eh? Ash, remember that performing a dodge will make you invulnerable to any damage for a short period of time. Try to time your dodge rules to evade the incoming rockets. Oh. Got it. That would have been useful to know in the last one.
Wish you could shoot behind you. You have a rear gun.
Yeah. I know you can customize this ship.
Maybe you will be able to get rear guns in the future. You have to roll around that one. Yeah, you have to roll to evade. That's the objective of the mission, isn't it?
I'm trying to do it. The problem is...
You need to let them get close. Aww.
I have to let it chase me, I guess.
Well, you got it.
Okay. Allies arriving. Oh, this is kind of cool. Kinda. Destroy enemies. Getcha.
Can you accidentally hit your own or no? The homing is probably discerning.
Probably, hopefully. Yeah, the homing is. I don't know about my bullets.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one fear. My allies are honestly better than I am. Okay, nope. Doesn't look like I can hit them.
Yep. Of course, you tested that. So, what if the outcome had been the opposite?
Well, then I would have restarted the mission after they weren't yelling at me.
Oh, hey. Whose ship is that? Pirates?
Yep. That's a tough boat. There it is, and it's gone. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get high ranks on this one. I'm going to do okay, but that's fine. New contract available. Here we go. Well, this is kind of charming. Very arcadey, but still. Looks like the Sky Pirates got their hands on some old security drones. The money we could make from salvaging those can cover our costs for the next month. They're slow and easy to hit. You just have to make sure you stay on target. Bring them down and we'll scoop them up.
I wonder if the story is going to be after you clear out a number of quests in a particular area.
I think we're in the tutorial. Oh, shoot.
What happened?
Restart. I got shot. Right early on. I can live with that.
Well, you lost that
Whatever,
one.
I'll live with it.
Oh well.
But yeah, I don't play a whole lot of, like, arcadey games. And so it's kind of fun to play a game that is, like, legit, like, would belong on an arcade cabinet if it wasn't so dang good.
Does remind me of the old-time asteroids business. Except, obviously more complicated.
Yep.
Because, in a way, asteroids was the first... Wouldn't you say that it was the first bullet hell in the sense that, not that things were shooting at you, but that asteroids were constantly moving across the screen, and the threat of them colliding with your ship and resulting in a game over was what kept you dodging and firing and such. The one thing I really didn't like about it, back when I played it on my dad's old Atari, was that sometimes you could accidentally drift your ship, and then you would drift from one side of the screen, and if you went off the screen on one side, you would show up on the opposite side.
Okay, this is real hard. Well, I got it. Never mind. Problem solved.
Victory.
I did not do great.
Nope. What's up, Cap? Got any more jobs for me? What? Does a kitten need rescuing from a tree or something?
No new jobs just yet. But I thought you'd find this interesting. I was able to decode some of the Sky Pirates' messages before passing them on to the government.
Oh yeah? What do they say?
Apparently they've been in the area because a group of them recently discovered some kind of secret weapon buried in the seabed. No details on what exactly it is, but they found it a few weeks ago. And from what I understand, they've already gotten it out of the sheltered sea somehow.
Well, if it's out of the sheltered sea, we can't get to it. Yet another reason this hunk of junk needs a hover drive.
Sure, but listen to this. Turns out not all Sky Pirates are happy with this new acquisition. In fact, someone in the network's urging people who took it to put it back before something terrible happens. But they don't seem to be listening, and things do seem to be happening. I've just picked up another distress signal, and this one seems kind of weird. I'll let you look at the map for yourself. So because I suck, I'm going to go to the settings for a second. I was talking about this earlier. I really love these accessibility options. These are cool. So minigun toggle, thrust toggle, afterburn toggle, flashing I've already turned off, UI on or off. I'm going to up the evade window a little bit. I want to see how much that changes. Oh, that's cool. We just got an urgent request for assistance from the Royal Navy. One of their carriers has been crippled and is currently being guarded by some kind of walking ball of guns. They are so desperate they don't even care about your reputation. Get to it. Attempting secure handshake with Acid-01, Fool.
What? Cap? Why is my jet talking to me?
Don't ask me. The guy who sold it to me did say it was haunted. You want to do this?
This is L4NC.
Lancer.
Oh,
Lancer AI.
Lancer AI, of course, when you start using numbers.
Alternatively, I could try and go for like a suave dude voice.
Well, I was going to go for something like handshake unsuccessful, asset
You're better than
compromised,
this.
combat may be required. I mean, who knows? Yeah? No kidding.
Walking ball with guns.
That it is. Ah! You need to evade that.
I'm still learning how this works. Oh, right.
Looks like you're accidentally damaging the ship. Because we're trying to save the Royal Navy. You
Okay.
succeed in
Good.
destroying the ball, but accidentally destroy the naval ship in the process. You say, well, what did you expect from this girl? She's done it before. Oh,
good.
the ship is sinking. Did you see that?
Whoa. Yeah, it is.
Oh, the Royal Navy. It's interesting how this is the fool. Makes me wonder what the other bosses will be. Watch them be the, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Magician.
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
And then you just outright face the world, and the whole planet reveals itself to be
You
some
know what?
ancient
I'd be
alien
damn
device.
fine. I'd be absolutely fine with that.
Oh, boy. Because they talked about some alien artifact was retrieved from the water and it needs to be put back. Maybe? Maybe?
Well, I did terribly.
Well, that was bizarre. What even was that thing?
Do I look like a mechanic? It was a job, that's all that matters. That and the goodwill we got for rescuing the crew of that ship. They was big time.
It looked like it sank, though.
Well, they
Sure.
might have still rescued the people.
Yeah, the people maybe got off in lifeboats or something. Sure, but how are they going to pay us if their ship is at the bottom of the ocean?
Meow.
Wait, does he have one of those collars that might be able to translate what he says
Maybe.
or something? That'd be amusing. Plus, they totally left their cat behind when we dropped them off. Oh,
What?
the cat! The poor thing's got some hardware caught around its neck. Let me just try to...
Oh.
Yeah, see? It is a translator.
Got that out!
Uh,
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue.
uh-huh.
Fine. I'll let it go.
Ow! Why are you...
Talking smack and grabbing you by the tongue? Because it's rude to touch a gentleman's vocoder. Young lady, you should know that. Name's Lem. I'm the finest engineer on these islands. Or at least the finest engineer who's also a cat.
Okay. Why were you on that ship?
Engineering reasons. Found that strange robot on a scuba diving expedition and decided to do a little research. While I was rooting around in the guts, the damn thing came to life. Probably wasn't even because of anything I did. A likely story. Careful, bud. When you piss me off, I'll piss in your bed. That's the rule. You'll never get the chance. You don't live with us. I'm going to change the captain's voice a little bit.
Uh-huh. Just so that you don't have any crossover.
Au contraire, mon frère. I am a cat. I've decided to live with you. Once a cat has decided something, it's bad form to disagree. Don't you agree, miss?
Well, we were just talking about how we need an engineer.
Great. It's settled. No need to provide a bed. I'll just use whatever soft objects I take a fancy to, like your mustache. What did I do to deserve this? Ooh, new module unlocked. Loadout. Me, wow. You people need me more than I thought. You got a whole engineering bay on this carrier, and you're hardly even using it. And this jet, oh, it's like a gem all cooped up in here. You haven't even given her any upgrades? Shush, shush, it's okay, little jet plane. Uncle Lem will have you better than new in no time. All you humans have to do is bring back whatever parts you pick up while you're out on missions. I'll slot them into this beauty for you. Oh, and I noticed your carrier's a little lacking in the mobility department. I can fix that too. Your boat's already got most of the components for a hover drive. I just need 1 or 2 hyper turbines to get it working. Once those are installed, you'll be able to take this baby on land. Oh, you want to know where to find a hyper turbine? Well, any machine that moves quickly underwater will have at least one. Bring me one of those and you're all set. Whew, that's hard. Alright, uses Mega Beam. Oh, because Mega Beam didn't do it justice. Fries everything in a straight line ahead of you. Sure. Okay. So, it's just a bunch of side grenades. I'm down with that. There are reports of a large fleet of sky pirate jets coming over the Isthmus. It's really hard to do that accent and that word. Isthmus. Of Girophon. The local Federation squadron is tied down dealing with some other pirates harassing the shipping routes. Wow. I can't. Anyway, so they've offered us a decent sum to repel this invasion. It's odd, though. Why are they coming in such a large group? Why are they refueling?
Well, where are they refueling? Yeah. Also, why are there so many pirates?
There we go. I like this game. It's charming. I don't know if I'm ever going to be any good at it. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be. But that's okay. Okay, so the Mega Beam, not quite as good as super missiles. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm intrigued to learn a little bit more about the world because it doesn't seem like Earth.
Yeah, I mean, they've got Sky Pirates sci-fi tech, and Girophon definitely does not sound like a
existing locale.
Okay, definitely going back to the swarm missiles. The Mega Beam seems like it might be real good against
a larger threat, but not against the ones.
Yep. There we go. This is such a judgy game. I'm doing fine. The game is just like, nay.
I never liked games that gave you grades, but I understand why they do it.
Yeah.
Call that an invasion? I've done training exercises more challenging than that.
Training exercises are supposed to be more challenging in order to... You know what? Never mind. You want more of a challenge? I've got readings on where the retreating survivors are headed. Looks like they just zoomed out to the middle of the ocean and vanished.
They have a secret,
potentially cloaked base? Is that what's going on?
Possibly.
Well, let's go to where they vanished and unvanish them then.
One tiny problem. The place where they vanished is on the other side of the isthmus. We can't cross it.
Without a hover drive. Of course.
Lem, you're supposed to be the best Oh, sorry.
Lem, you're supposed to be the best engineer in the sheltered sea. Why don't we have a hover drive yet?
Easy, Miss Shouty. Even the best engineer in the world can't work without tools. Get me a hyper turbine, and I'll make it happen. Till then, I'm taking a nap.
Cats.
Right?